So this is my Luimoto seat for my RR, and I was watching YouTube videos on how to install it, and it seemed like the hardest part was cutting out all the foam. And the thing about that was the contour of the seat changes so much. Up here is where I rest against the tank in this part of the seat, so it's the most shallowest and has the least amount of foam. So it seemed to me like I would want to keep as much pad there as possible. So then I got to looking at it and realized that everyone is cutting the foam apart and then cutting down the gel seat or the insert, and it seems to me like you would want as much of the gel on the bike as possible. So I was checking fitment. It looks all bulky and whatnot right now, but so as I was checking for fitment on the bike, and then I realized that I probably don't want to cut all the foam out, and I want to utilize as much of the gel insert as possible, because most people are cutting this corner away when it can wrap around where your legs are going to wrap around and still utilize it. So to keep the edges from just standing straight up, I cut a relief into the foam, and I'm going to put it down like this. And then even whenever you put the cloth on top of it, you're not going to even see any lines from the gel insert. And by the time you put the cover on it, you won't see anything. So I didn't see the purpose in cutting out all this additional foam. And what I was seeing was inconsistencies in the variations of different seats and the height and the thickness of the foam, because if you actually take the whole pad off, it's thin in some areas, thick in other areas. And me, I want the foam on the gel insert to cover the whole seat. So I just cut out the channel so that whenever I put the insert in, it'll fit down inside it, so it'll make the transition with the foam covering, and you won't see a seam, or it won't be bulky. This way you can use every square inch of the gel pad. And this is a kind of a small seat. I've seen seats that are wider, larger, so you should be able to use the whole, what is this thing, 9x9, 9 2/8, something like that. So I'm going to put this together like this, glue it down, and I'll post another video with the results. Don't forget to subscribe.